Happy Sunday, guys. Benjamin, what's going on? Rico, what's up, my guy? What's up, everybody? Tom, welcome. Jesse, Marquis, what's up? Drew, Michael, how's it going, everybody? Get the ball rolling in a minute here. What up, Carter? Christopher, Seth, yo. Good to see you guys. Got a quick little outlook for the week this week. Pretty interesting things going on in the market. Look at this. Look at silver popping right now. Gold's still doing its thing. Just kind of been consolidating last week. Let me know, guys. Guys getting some GameStop? No, I'm just kidding. Getting some Dogecoin? No, don't do that. What's up, Frankie? We got NFP on Friday too. That's the news. We got a lot of other news this week too. We'll go over that. Gonna get started here in a minute or so. Mr. Inevitable. I like the name. What's up, bro? Guys, I've had a busy weekend. I've been moving. You guys know when you move and you're like, oh, this should be pretty easy. And then you get to moving and then you realize how much freaking stuff you have. And you're like, oh my gosh, I should have started way sooner. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Mike says, hashtag Shinkle Sunday. Let's go. What's up, Mike? Anil still in holiday mood? No, sir. Got back on Wednesday evening. So just been on the grind, moving, getting my place situated. They fucked up the floors. I was changing from hardwood to carpet, and they just did a terrible job with the baseboards when they put in the wood. So that took a couple of days to get sorted out, but here we are. I'm about 99% all packed. Got my new office. Show you guys that probably next week. Pretty excited. Gonna try to work on getting a whole trading station put together. I was gonna do it about this time last year, but I didn't pull the trigger on it. I kind of like working on my laptop and being able to just go. I don't want to get too sucked into a trading station, but you know, with all this COVID, looks like might not be traveling like I wanted to for a while. What's up, Mayawa? Benjamin, do I think XRP will pump? That is actually something I'm going to talk about. I actually have it marked off right here. We're going to go over XRP for sure. Where am I moving to? I'm actually staying in the same spot I was, just a different floor. Same building, just different sides. So, man, if you guys could see the view right now, I should probably figure out how to work the whole webcam thing with OBS so that I can show you guys. I got this whole nice west view. It's pretty sick. See a bunch of hot air balloons in the distance, nice horizon. Before I was just like looking at a building. 2/3 of my view was just smack dab at the new building. So, Jameson, good to see you, bro. Good to see everybody also. How about that silver gap? Yeah, man. Silver is pumping. What's up, Derek? Good to see a lot of regulars on here. Recognizing a lot of you guys on here. Asha, welcome. All right, guys, let's get cracking. By the way, before I get started, can you guys just let me know how's the sound? Because I haven't finished furnishing my office, so to me it sounds like there's a bit of an echo. Might be different than what the mic is picking up. How's the music in the background? Can you guys? Is the audio good? And we'll get going. I can plug in like a good microphone if I need to, but then we're gonna lose the vibes, the beats in the background. So I kind of like the mix of both. Sounds good? Sounds good. Okay, then we'll get started. All right, guys. Welcome to another weekly outlook. It's Sunday, January 3rd. Hope you guys have had a great weekend so far. We are the last day in January. So tomorrow starts a new month. We're already in the second month of 2021. To me, that feels kind of crazy. I don't know about you guys, but it literally feels like 2021 just started a couple days ago or last week, and now we're already into the second month. So hope you guys made January count. Okay, January was a pretty killer month. If you guys were on these live sessions, you guys will know this was definitely a good month, specifically on some gold trades, one that we had running from December 29th into the first couple of days of January, and then we had another nice gold trade last week. So it's been really good, and I'm super blessed, guys. These markets have been really great. You know, not all the time are the markets easy to trade. You know, sometimes you kind of got to sit on your hands and wait for the market to kind of do its thing and let the fundamentals and the news pass. But luckily, it's been a really good January. So I hope you guys have capitalized on it. Also, Eileen, you said you sound clear, but it echoes. Okay, yeah, guys. By next week, I'm gonna have all my. I went from a bunch of carpet to now hardwood, so I need to get some area rugs. Need to put up some things on the walls, and probably actually gonna get some soundproofing foam in here too, so it sounds a lot better in here. So I apologize if the audio isn't A1. Just bear with me today, and we'll be all good to go by next week. But let's get into things, okay? First, I want to talk about, guys, I was so busy with last Sunday to Wednesday. I was out of town, and then I had to move a little bit before I went out of town, and then this weekend and the last couple of days of last week been super busy moving, so I haven't been able to be in the Telegram as much as I wanted to. But guys, did you guys see what happened in the markets? And I'm not even talking about the Forex markets. I mean, I'm sure every single one of you guys watching this saw what happened last week, right? We saw Elon Musk tweet about GameStop, right? He made a tweet and he said GameStonk, and he posted a direct link to the Wall Street Bets Reddit, and we saw a big short squeeze happen on a bunch of shit stocks, right? So you guys know GameStop, right? They're going out of business. In fact, even out here in Phoenix, where I live, there's GameStops all around going out of business. So GameStop is worth nothing, right? I mean, we're in the digital age era. When you walk into a GameStop nowadays, it feels like a Toys R Us, right? You don't even really go there to buy video games like you used to. You know, everybody's doing digital downloads and that sort of thing. So GameStop is on its way out. But just to give you all a rundown, if you aren't familiar of why all this pumping happened, it all started with GameStop. All right, and it started with this company called Citron Research. All right, and this guy, the owner, the main front runner of Citron Research, his name is Andrew Left, and he posted. Matter of fact, let's pull up GameStop just so you guys can see GME. Right, just so we can see the madness that happened. Right, okay. So Andrew Left was tweeting about GameStop. He was talking about GameStop. He even did a live stream about GameStop and how he was massively short on it and how it was just this shit company, right? And Reddit didn't like that, Okay, if you guys are not familiar with Wall Street Bets, it's just kind of a funny meme, Reddit, and there's also an Instagram. That's where I repost a lot of the memes that I post on my Instagram stories from. And it's just a bunch of not, they aren't real traders, right? People that are YOLOing their stimulus, right? They call their stimulus check a stimmy, and it's just funny. It's good for laughs, right? And there are some people on there that are making a ton of money. In fact, one person on GameStop. Did you guys see that person on GameStop? He turned $50,000, right? His life savings. He threw it on GameStop option calls, and I think if you look at he's got a own little dedicated portion to his Reddit right now, but it's worth something like 32 million right now. Over $30 million he's turned a $50,000 into. So it's just gone bananas, guys. This whole past couple of weeks has been crazy, but it was just all basically a big middle finger to Wall Street. That's really what it was. A bunch of people came together and they bought GameStop instead of selling it. And what happens is that obviously pushes the stock up, right? When you have literally millions of people buying GameStop, right? That's going to force the stock up, and it's going to create short sellers to get margin called. And for them to get out of their positions, they actually have to buy to get out of their positions. So this whole madness, we saw GameStop actually peak at 483 last week. Okay, 483. So, and it's just kind of crazy to think about, guys. GameStop was under $20 a share on January 12th, right? And then in less than 2 weeks, goes up to over $400. Just some absolute madness. Anil, you said 23 mil. Well, if you've been, that was the original postings, but if you've been following his Reddit, his actualized gains right now, I think his most recent post was on Friday. He's been updating it, but his end of week close, his portfolio value was over 30 million. So maybe he had other stocks in there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was only 23 million, and some of them were other YOLO'd stocks. But from what I saw, and his Reddit name is Deep Fucking Value. It's funny. So I think it's pretty crazy. So yeah, and if you guys want my opinion, no, do not chase this. Okay, don't chase this. I mean, sure, it might keep pumping, it might keep going, but in my opinion, like with these types of things, if you don't make money, if you were not in the initial move, and I'm not saying I'm in, guys, I was not in. I've been busy this past week. Like I said, I was traveling Sunday through Wednesday, right? I'm subscribed to like Elon's tweets, so that way every time he posts, I get a notification. I saw right when he posted all of this. And then we also saw Dogecoin, right? You guys saw Dogecoin go crazy. We saw, which I can probably pull it up, Dogecoin, right? Dogecoin versus versus Binance, right? We saw Dogecoin last week just absolutely skyrocket, right? This is the daily on Dogecoin. It was all pushed by Elon, right? It was all pumped by Elon. That really was the catalyst of it. We saw a lot of stocks, Nokia, BlackBerry, GameStop, a bunch of these shit stocks just get absolutely short squeezed. So, and again, this isn't financial advice, guys, not investment advice, but in my opinion, I wouldn't be buying Dogecoin right now. Okay, you guys got to keep in mind, Dogecoin was a meme. Okay, Dogecoin. In fact, the founders of Dogecoin, they don't even own the rights to they sold it, right? They're completely out of Dogecoin. There's nobody that even runs Dogecoin anymore. Dogecoin is a complete meme. Dogecoin has an infinite supply, by the way, so it's kind of interesting where things are at. So I do not recommend getting into Dogecoin. Okay, I do not recommend getting into Dogecoin. It's with these types of things, if you didn't capitalize on the move and you didn't like get right in when Elon posted that Vogue magazine with Doge on it, it's done and dusted, right? I mean, I see people online and people are like, oh my gosh, Dogecoin is going to go up to $1. And matter of fact, this isn't even against the US dollar, right? So here we are at Dogecoin against the US dollar. It pumped up to 3 cents. Actually, the highs were like 7 cents. Okay, and on Elon's tweet, it was underneath 1 penny. So a pretty big pump on Dogecoin. Guys, if you see somebody online that's saying Dogecoin is going to $1, like there's no way it's going to. I mean, it could go to $1, but you would have a lot of people investing in a coin that's worth nothing. Okay, let me repeat that. Dogecoin is not Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin actually has case use, right? Bitcoin is what cryptocurrency is about, right? There's a limited amount of Bitcoin ever to be mined, 21 million, right? So the supply, it's Dogecoin and Bitcoin are nothing like each other. So if you're wondering, should I buy in Dogecoin? Is it too late? My opinion, way too late, right? If you didn't catch the initial pump, like Dogecoin, it should not be worth anything, okay? If it keeps going, it keeps going, right? But you have to understand that for Dogecoin to be worth $1, the market cap, it would have to have a market cap that would be competing with some of the top coins like Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? And coins that actually have case use, coins that actually their technology is used with cryptocurrencies built on it. So, my opinion, don't get involved with Dogecoin if you didn't already make the pump, okay? XRP. Okay, I guess we're gonna just start off with cryptos since we're on the topic of cryptos and these pumps from last week. Ripple, guys. So if you guys are not familiar with what's been going on with Ripple, okay, so obviously Ripple, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple claiming that Ripple is a security token or just a security, and it had a massive drop down to about 17 cents. Okay, actually the low was exactly 17 cents on December 29th. Last week, Ripple filed, I forget the exact verbiage to it. It was like the Free Something Act. And I'm sorry, guys, I just literally hopped on here about 30 minutes before today's session. I'm literally in the middle of moving, so I haven't been able to do all my due diligence, but I know the gist of what's going on with Ripple is that they're basically arguing that they are not a security. Okay, they filed an act that says they are not a security. Basically, they're comparing themselves to Ethereum right now. Okay, and they're saying if we're a security, then Ethereum is a security too. So not only that, and I've been mentioning this for the past 2 weeks, that the director, the SEC director, the one that actually brought the initial charges and accusations against Ripple, he resigned like 2 weeks ago. Okay, and I mentioned that on last week's webinar and the webinar before that. So I think Ripple is gonna go back. I think Ripple's like fine. I think Ripple's gonna recover. I think it's gonna win this lawsuit, and everything's gonna blow over. That's my opinion on this. Okay, so Ripple should be good still long term. Also, I mean, crypto is a long term game, guys. You know, crypto is not, you know, unless you're Dogecoin or something, you're catching the trends like this. It's not a get rich quick type of thing. Okay, it's not in gambling with something like Dogecoin. It's just purely a gamble. If you're totally fine with throwing money in and you have no attachment to it, and that's what all the money that you invest should be anyways. But if you're fine with purely gambling, then sure, you can invest into things like Dogecoin and whatnot. But I would definitely stick to the bigger boys like Bitcoin, Ethereum. You know, Ripple's looking pretty nice now that it looks like it's gonna win this lawsuit. Bitcoin had a nice pump last week. Also, if you guys are not sure of why Bitcoin skyrocketed from 32K up to 38.5K, you know, and there's lots of variables, but one of the main reasons is Ray Dalio, guys. So if you're not familiar with Ray Dalio is he runs the largest hedge fund in the world, okay, and he basically announced that he has a bullish stance on Bitcoin now. Okay, he admitted that he doesn't understand it fully, but he likes what it does. So obviously, if you're the man running the largest hedge fund in the world, you're gonna have a little bit of influence on what the market does. So that came out, and I'm long-term bullish on crypto, guys. You know, I know there's market cycles, right? There's definitely market cycles, so we could see a bit of a dip on Bitcoin this year, but long-term, guys, Bitcoin's not going anywhere. I really want you guys to understand that Bitcoin is not going anywhere. Even if Bitcoin came all the way back to 13,000, that's just a pullback, right? Even 15,000. I'm not saying it's going to go to 13,000. I was just saying a random area on the chart, right? Even if it pulls back, Bitcoin is the future. There's nothing stopping Bitcoin. Okay. Kamari asked, if you bought under a penny, would you hold it? I mean, in my opinion, this is what I would do. If you've made money off of these shit coins and these pumps like Dogecoin or GameStop or BlackBerry or Nokia, anything like this, take out, liquidate your original position, right? If you've put in $100 and you're now at $500 profit, take out your initial investment, right? I mean, I would probably be liquidating more than that, but again, I'm not here to give financial advice or investment advice, but if I was talking to myself, that's what I would do, right? Go risk-free on it, right? Take out the money that you originally put into it, and then just let the rest ride. You're risk-free at that point. So that's my my stance on the whole pump and dump sort of scenario. Okay. So let's get into the Forex, guys. Let's get into what I want to look at this week. Okay. So first thing I want you guys to observe is silver. Okay. Silver is pumping right now. Okay. And it's not, and when I say pumping, not a pump and dump. Okay. It's skyrocketing right now. Gold is still struggling. Okay, gold, this is the daily chart on gold. We saw a lot of consolidation. I am bullish on gold still. I know there's people that have been saying short gold, short gold. Could it go lower? Absolutely. But from a fundamental standpoint, I do not see a reason why gold would go lower in the near future. Okay, at least significantly lower. Could it spike down to 1800 and come back up? Absolutely. Gold actually did have a big spike last week. Okay, gold did spike. It had a massive pump. So I hope you guys made some money on that. If you guys made some money on that from my initial bullish outlook last week, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat. I want to see who's been following along, because last week that was one of the main plays that I've been holding. My trade got stopped out at break even earlier last week. I didn't really have the time to manage the trade or look at it, so it's been very volatile. But I would be looking at buys on gold. Okay, I'm definitely bullish on gold. Probably going to be throwing a signal out this week on something, whether that's a gold or Euro USD. I'm still bullish on the two. Okay, and just for a refresher, let me pull it up. This was the original trade. Okay, back on the 19th, I gave out this trade, and it initially pumped, had a big pump up to like 1871, worked its way down, and it's just been sticking around break even all last week. But then at the end of last week, we did have a really nice buy. Like, it went from 1842 up to 1875. Wow, guys, lots of ones. That's awesome. I've gone long on gold for more than 2 weeks. That's awesome. Yeah, like, gold is the play, guys. Right now, like, look at this week, even how volatile it's been. Since the market opened, it opened around 1848 and then straight up to 1867. Just like ridiculous volatility in the market just to start off the week. So I'm bullish on gold, guys. I'm definitely bullish on gold. Okay. Silver, it's going to catch up to silver. Okay, this is interesting to see the divergence between the two. See that silver is skyrocketing and gold is doing nothing. Okay, so this kind of hints to me that gold wants to keep going. Okay, and this also goes back to what the dollar is doing. So I'm bearish on the dollar still, guys. I would not be buying the dollar. Okay, I still believe that the dollar is going to continue dropping. There's just too much going on a fundamental level, right? We have literally trillions of dollars being printed right now for stimulus. Okay, we've got inflation. Like, look at the interest rate, guys. Look at the interest rate from the Fed right here. Right, we're at near zero interest rates in the U.S. Right, Janet Yellen was just out. She would be okay with negative interest rates. Right, like, this is not good for the U.S. dollar. So I think anybody that is looking at buying the dollar long term is out of their mind right now. Obviously, I'm not a short-term trader, guys. I don't really care about what it does on a Sunday night or a Monday night. I'm looking for the longer-term moves. I'm a swing trader, and the fundamental makes up the foundation of my trading. Okay. So, also, guys, do me a huge favor. By the way, if you guys can smash that like button on this video. We had so many likes on the videos last week. I think there was over 70 likes on last week's video. Like, your guys' support is unreal. It's like We're building so much momentum with these weekly outlooks. I promise you guys, I'm going to stay consistent with these this entire year. I kind of talked about a little bit on last week's session why I stopped originally last year after doing these for a couple of years, but every single week in 2021, I don't care if COVID stops and they start letting me travel and I go out to Thailand again or wherever, like I am going to keep doing these sessions no matter where I am for you guys, these weekly outlooks every single week. So show you guys support by smashing that like button. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys for all being on this session right now. There's a bunch of you guys on here. So seriously appreciate it. So gold, I'm bullish on gold. Okay. Silver, I'm bullish on silver. Euro USD, I'm also bullish on Euro USD. Okay, I had this trade in here on Euro USD. I posted both of these trades, by the way, I posted in the Telegram. It's a completely free Telegram. If you guys are not a part of it, definitely check out the link in the description. I've been running that Telegram since 2016, and I just post nuggets in there. Okay, I just post nuggets in there. Okay, it's literally to help you guys out and give you guys analysis and kind of where my head is at. For those of you guys that want, you know, a little bit of, sometimes you want that double confirmation, right? You want to see where another full-time trader's head is at with things, okay? So same thing, back on the 19th, when I gave out the gold buy and I gave out the Euro USD buy, I said Euro USD is good for upside, okay? It struggled a little bit. It was initially pretty bullish the first 3 days into January 22nd. Last week was a little bit sideways. We had some downside, still outside of our stop loss, okay? And now we're just consolidating. We're just in that reaccumulation phase, looking for another push on Euro USD, okay? And still that long-term outlook on Euro USD, that it's going to keep going up. It's going to go back up to the February 2018 highs. Okay, that's happening this year. The US dollar is going to shit. I promise you guys. Okay, I promise you guys, I promise you guys. Okay, the US dollar is going to shit this year. There's no other way. Ryan, how do you feel about XRP tomorrow and the silver gap? So I don't have a gap on silver. I think it depends on the broker that you have. So that's that. Also, oh, so sorry guys, get distracted. There's like a Ferrari, just seemed like two Ferraris driving. I've got a whole nice street view with a nice horizon. Ferrari pulling out of my apartment complex, a little 488. How do I feel about XRP tomorrow? I mean, Ryan, is there something specifically going on with Ripple tomorrow, or how am I feeling for the short term? Let me repeat myself. If you're asking for the short term, I don't care about crypto in the short term. I do not care about crypto in the short term. I'm a long-term investor. Okay, I do not trade crypto. I buy it, hold it, acquire it, put it in a hardware wallet, and let it chill. Let it do its thing. Okay. Let's talk about something that I haven't been right on. Okay, that I was not right on last week. Okay, because I know we're gonna get some people in here and be like, "Oh, you're just talking about the wins and the things that you were right on." Guys, I'm transparent. I'm as open as a book. Okay, I'm gonna talk about when I'm not right. I thought last week that we were gonna continue to see higher highs on the stock market. Okay, on indices. If you're a US 30 trader, a NAS 100 trader, I was expecting to see more bullish momentum. I was a little bit surprised to see such a downturn in the stock market. But let's be smart here. Let's be logical here. Okay. Last week, a big pump and dump. Guys, hedge funds got wrecked last week. Okay. Melvin Capital in particular, they've lost 53%. Okay. Billions and billions of dollars in the month of January. Okay. The main reason, and this is my opinion, but this is also fact also, one of the main reasons why indices in a lot of big tech stocks and a lot of these companies that are in these that make up these indices are down right now is because they had to liquidate their positions on these actual blue chip stocks, on these really good stocks, okay, to be able to cover their losses on these shit stocks. Okay? So I don't think the stock market is ready to turn around yet. I know that there was a bearish week, right? And I know a lot of people are, you look at the US 30, you look at it on the weekly, you see a big drop right here, and automatically people want to short it. Okay, just be careful. Okay, these shit stocks are not going to last. Okay, maybe it'll keep pumping a little bit more. That's very possible. But long term, you got to keep in mind, GameStop is not going to stay at these highs that it's at. Okay, it's not going to just keep going and stay there. It could keep going, but it's not going to it's not going to be like, an Apple or a Amazon and just trend up. Okay, this is a pump and dump. I want you guys to understand that these stocks, Nokia, BlackBerry, GameStop, these stocks that have pumped, their valuations are very low. Okay, they do not have the profits to support these kinds of to sustain this move. I just want you guys to be very clear. Okay, or I want to be very clear with you guys. Let me see the chat real quick. What do you predict the hedge funds will do to cover losses? Well, we've already seen it, Eduardo. So they're having to sell their stocks now. I mean, these hedge funds, a lot of hedge funds, in a way, they don't have infinite money, but they do have a large supply of money. So they can keep shorting, and eventually, the hedge funds will, or I'm sure a lot of them will recover. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them will recover. And, hedge funds are supposed to be well diversified. Okay, so it's not like they're going all in on shorting GameStop. They've got other stocks too, but a good portion of it is to cover these losses. Okay, a bunch of groups are buying at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'm really not familiar with that, Ryan. I'm not really in the whole Reddit scene. The extent of me with the whole Wall Street thing is I follow Wall Street Bets in their memes on Instagram, and then I follow Elon, of course. Also, by the way, little public service announcement. If you guys are on Clubhouse, okay, if you haven't heard of Clubhouse, it's a new app that's popping off. It's getting pretty popular, pretty big. Elon Musk is going to be on Clubhouse tonight at 7 a.m. LA time. Okay, he's going to be at 7 a.m. Pacific time. Elon Musk is going to be on Clubhouse. So there's whatever he talks about. If he opens his mouth and starts talking about Dogecoin or something like that, I mean, guys, it's gonna keep going to the moon. Okay, so I mean, if you're into that gambling and day trading, like you should not be gambling with your main account. Okay, your main funds, your main equity, you should not be gambling with that kind of money. Okay, but I mean, if you've got a $10,000 account, and you want to throw a couple $100 at whatever Elon's going to be talking about on Clubhouse tonight, I mean, be my guest, do your thing, right? I mean, there's great ways to capitalize on these things. So yeah, just a little PSA. Elon's going to be on Clubhouse at 7 tonight. So Clubhouse is invite only, so you're going to need to know somebody that has an invite. I've got like 7 invites sitting in my inbox. So I mean, if you guys message me if you need an invite, I'll hook you guys up. I'll hook up the first 7 people with an invite to Clubhouse if you are not already on it. And it is iPhone only. Okay, it's iPhone only as of right now. So it's pretty crazy what Clubhouse is doing, though. There's all the big guys are on there. You got like Grant Cardone on there. You got Gary Vee on there. You've got people from Shark Tank on there. It's a really neat app. I'm actually enjoying just going on there, just while I'm cleaning the house or while I've been unpacking and stuff during this move, just have the Clubhouse on in the background and just listen to kind of what's going on. It's been pretty cool. Okay. Oh, he said 10 PST. Let me double check his tweets. And I apologize. Maybe he said, did he reschedule it? I could have sworn he said 7. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my bad. 10 a.m. LA time. I don't know why I was thinking 7. 10 a.m. LA time. So that's going to be kind of late. That's going to be like 11 p.m. my time. So 10 p.m. I correct myself. Thank you for correcting me, Rick. Okay, 10 on Twitter. Okay. He said people are investing their money into stocks and real estate rather than spending it. That's why you haven't seen the big inflation yet. Facts. That's a good point. That is a very good point, Shining Force. We've seen a lot of investment going on. I mean, I think it's kind of gotten to the point, guys. People have realized like COVID is at least here to stay in the medium term, and people want to make money, right? Not even want to make money. Some people need to make money, right? They need to pay their bills. So people are looking into things like Wall Street Bets and trading and stocks and what's hot. And unfortunately, a lot of these people are going to get wrecked. A lot of these people are going to lose hard-earned money doing this. Hopefully, some people make it out with some good money, but the fact is these stocks are shit. You know, nobody knows how long this pump is going to go on for. So you just got to be careful with the nature of things, right? You're safer. Honestly, if you want to invest, you're safer at, you know, using the dollar cost average strategy in Bitcoin. Really, it's as simple as that. Like, you know, investing a couple $100 every couple weeks. You know, do that for the next 5, 6, 7 years. You're going to be really happy when, you know, 2032 rolls around and 99% of Bitcoin is mined and gone, right? Fun fact for you guys, I think I've said this before. Write this down, guys. Write this down. Like, dream about this, right? This is like what you can bank on. 99% of Bitcoin will be mined by the year 2032. Okay? Just remember that. By 2032, 99% of Bitcoin is going to be mined. So, if you guys are familiar with the total supply of Bitcoin, okay, the most Bitcoins there will ever be is 21 million. Okay, that means that there will be only 210,000 Bitcoin left. That's it. 1% of Bitcoin will be left to be mined. Okay, and it's going to take from the year 2032 to the year 2140, 108 years to mine the last 1% of Bitcoin. Okay, so what happens from 2032 to 2140? Like, obviously, as more mass adoption happens, Bitcoin is going to continue going up. But the big pushes are going to happen in the next 10 years. Okay, 95% of Bitcoin will be mined by 2024. Okay, there's already over 18.5 million coins mined. Okay, right now with the current with the current rates of mining, 900 Bitcoin is mined every day. Okay, and then in 2024, at the next halving event, that's going to be cut in half. Okay, there's going to be only 450 coins, and then 225 coins, right, and then 122.5 coins, right? Or I'm sorry if I'm doing the math wrong. It's been a long day, guys, but you guys get what I'm saying. It's going to halve every 4 years, and that's why it's going to take 108 years to mine the last 1%. So if you guys are on here and you really don't want to play games and you don't want to gamble and you just want to seriously build yourself some wealth, look into, it's called the dollar cost average, okay, strategy. It's just an investment strategy where rather than investing all of your money at one time, you would just invest a little bit over time, every couple of weeks, every month, you know, whatever you can afford. When you can afford to put money into Bitcoin, that is what you should be doing, in my opinion. That's what I would be doing, okay? So said, Kevin, you said, can I get a Clubhouse invite? Guys, it'll be the first 7 people. Just message me on social media, because obviously on here I can't just like send the link, okay? So yeah, I think I got like 7 invites that I can send out, because it's invite only. And guys, it's crazy. If you go on eBay, people are literally selling Clubhouse invites. They're like, and I'm not going to sell you guys them. It's completely free, but I've seen them selling from like $30 to $60 for an invite. That's how hot this app is right now. So Clubhouse, I think Clubhouse is going to pop off. There's no IPOs or anything like that for Clubhouse yet. It's still in its very, very early stages, but I think Clubhouse is gonna do really well. It might be a fad. It could be a trend. Who knows? But a lot of big people hopping on Clubhouse. So a lot of celebrities on there. A lot of you know, these social media gurus like I said, Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, a bunch of the Shark Tank people are on there. So it's really neat. It is really cool to get a lot of value on there. Like if you're a business-minded entrepreneur kind of person. So definitely recommend that. So yeah, Bitcoin, guys. Oh, and then here's the other fact, guys. Okay, here's the main fact that I wanted to tell you guys. So now you all know that 99% of Bitcoin will be mined by 2032. But you guys want to know the crazy part? In 2032, when 99% of Bitcoin is mined, right? It's already in everybody else's hands. For you to be in the top 1% of Bitcoin holders in the world, you only need 0.003 of a Bitcoin. That's it. 0.003. That little of a Bitcoin. Okay, I don't know the exact amount right now of the exchange value. I think it's somewhere around $100, $90 to $100. But that's it. You get yourself 90 to 100 USD worth of Bitcoin, 0.003 of Bitcoin today, and in 2032, you will be in the top of 1% of Bitcoin holders, guys. Because Bitcoin is going to go through the moon, okay? Bitcoin will be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I promise you guys. Potentially millions one day. Okay, so get some while you still can. While you're able to just get on an exchange like Coinbase or Binance or Voyager or Abra, whatever you have, and you're able to just get it. Okay, because it might not be as easy to access and buy in the future. So definitely don't take that for granted, guys. Okay. So that's gold. That's silver. Definitely bullish on the two. I know I'm kind of all over the place, guys, but I want to get through this. So Euro USD is good for a buy. Also, this week I believe it's going to keep pumping. But let's watch the dollar. Okay, let's watch the dollar. I think the dollar is going to see some downside personally this week also. And that is for the most part of what I've got, guys. If you guys have gotten some value, please smash that like button. Okay, whether it's Forex related, crypto related, stock related, if you learned something new that you didn't know about, you think that'll help you or just give you a little edge, or you just thought was valuable information, please smash that like button, guys. It's something's working because we're growing, right? We're growing. The subscribers are growing. The number of likes on these videos are growing. You guys are liking this information. I like getting on these every Sunday with you guys. If you have any questions for me, let me know. Is Dogecoin in your portfolio for the long term? Absolutely not, Ryan. I don't own a single Dogecoin. Dogecoin is a crap coin. Okay, Dogecoin is a meme. Dogecoin is not supposed to be worth anything. I know we've got Elon saying he's the CEO of Dogecoin, all this crazy stuff, but Dogecoin, I mean, if you want to have a little bit of your crypto portfolio in Dogecoin, be my guest. But personally, Dogecoin, if you look at the fundamentals behind it, it hasn't. Let me just put it this way: Dogecoin has an infinite supply. Enough said. Mic drop. Right? Infinite supply. That means that there is an infinite amount of Bitcoin that can be, or of Dogecoin that can be created. Okay? There's no value, no case use. Dogecoin is a complete meme. Okay? So if you're buying at these highs, I probably wouldn't. You're gonna have a lot better chance of doing well long term buying other coins. Okay, and putting your money can go a lot further in other things. Okay, I mean, if you want to gamble with some money and you want to put it in Dogecoin, be my guest. Maybe Dogecoin is going to keep pumping. Who knows? But it is not something that is viable for the long term. Promise you that. Okay. So hopefully I was clear enough on today's session, guys. I'm massively bullish on crypto. Okay, and again, crypto long term. I want you guys to know that long term, like 5 to 10 years long term. Okay, crypto could easily go down, but I personally think it's going to keep pumping. I know I said this a while back. I think there's a good chance Bitcoin could hit 50K by March 1st. Okay, we could see a 50K Bitcoin by March 1st. So I think this weekly candle is going to tell us a lot about where buyers and sellers are at, just because we've kind of seen the market rise right into the beginning of the year, taper off a little bit, have a small correction, but then last week really didn't do a whole lot, right? We had a little bit of a doji in here. So I would like to see Bitcoin see some upside this week for us to have a bullish continuation on Bitcoin. Have I seen Wall Street bets on CoinMarketCap? I have seen Wall Street bets on CoinMarketCap. That's a meme right there. Watch. I'll actually pull up CoinMarketCap just so you guys can see. Watch. So Wall Street bets, yeah, it's funny right there. And I think that's actually the high. Is 483 the high of GameStop? I think is that why it's 483? Oops. 483, yeah. So the high, if you look at the high on the 25th, okay, for GameStop, it was at 483. So that's why they've got the price at 483. That's a joke, guys, obviously, but let me show you guys with Dogecoin for a moment. Right, Dogecoin. You see how it says max supply right here is infinite? Okay? Infinite max supply. Okay? There's no limit. And there's already 128 billion. Okay, see, that's why Dogecoin is not something that is worthwhile. You see something like Bitcoin, max supply 21 million, right? There's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoins. Okay, so yeah, that's my opinion. Also, Jesse, sorry I missed your question. You said, what about the Ethereum for the long term? Yeah, Ethereum's great. We've got Ethereum 2.0 right around the corner. Ethereum is a great investment. Okay, like honestly, if your portfolio makes up a majority of Bitcoin and Ethereum, you're winning. Okay, Bitcoin is gonna always be, the main guy at the end of the day. Bitcoin is years ahead in terms of mass adoption and in case use over Ethereum. Okay, I mean, and it could be argued. I know I don't want to really open that can of worms right now, but I know Ethereum is a technology that a lot of coins are built on, so some people would argue otherwise. But Bitcoin has been there since the beginning, right? Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency ever. Okay, so Bitcoin is going to do really well long term. Shining Force said CEO of MicroStrategy Michael Saylor is meeting with a lot of with a lot of billionaires to implement Bitcoin in their portfolio. Plus, he bought it at 31K. Yep, just more reason to get into Bitcoin, right? More reason to get into Bitcoin. I'm telling you guys, Bitcoin. You want something that's really going to go to the moon long term and actually be a sustainable, smart long term investment? Bitcoin. Okay. So that's what I've got, guys. I know. Usually we're talking a lot about Forex, but we kind of switched it up today. Talked about some stocks. Talked about some crypto. Briefly touched on a couple of things related to the foreign exchange market, but that's kind of where we're at. I'm in the middle of moving, guys. I really have not had a lot of time to sit in front of my computer this weekend and really kind of look at the lay of the land for the week. So that's what I know off the rip is going to be doing well this week. Gold, silver, Euro, USD, and then I think the stock market will recover also. Okay, I think the stock market is going to recover also, or indices, the equity market. Okay, US 30, so the Dow, Nas 100, the Nasdaq Composite, SPX, the S&P 500, German 30, the DAX, right? So all of these are going to keep moving up over time. Okay, Ricky said, can I look at GU for you? I can take a quick look at GU. I would be bullish on pound dollar. Oh, and let's also not forget, I did want to just quickly go over this, guys. Don't forget, Friday is NFP. Okay, we got non-farm payrolls on Friday. Thursday, we have interest rate decision from the pound, okay? We've also got Governor Lowe speaking on Thursday. We have an employment report on Tuesday for the New Zealand dollar. We've got a rate statement from Australia in the morning, or actually tomorrow evening. So pretty busy week in terms of fundamentals also. Okay. So I promise you guys, once I get finally moved in this week and a little bit more settled into my place, I will be a lot more active in the Telegram and just posting some charts and stuff like I have been the past couple of weeks. Just last week, like I said, was a little bit busy on my end doing some traveling and whatnot. Okay. Eduardo, silver coin sites grind to a halt as Reddit horde takes aim. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really following the whole Reddit thing too much and all these all these hypey headlines. To be honest, I'm just kind of looking at the long-term scheme of things. Some news on Bloomberg. Okay, grind to a halt as Reddit horde takes aim. Okay, interesting. So that could be a sign. We could be seeing a nice rise in gold and silver this week. Okay. Having trouble on precious metal websites and taking forever to get through. Oof. All right, guys. Well, I will leave it there. Okay. And I will see you guys next week. Definitely please smash that like button, guys, if you got some value. Hit me up. I'm going to send out 7 invites to Clubhouse for 7 people that hit me up. And other than that, guys, I'll talk to you guys in Telegram, on social media, and make sure to shoot me a follow. I've got my Instagram link in the bio. Usually post some pretty spicy memes on there and some pretty good stuff. So if you want to follow me on there, definitely recommend. That's definitely the best place to do so. And then if you're not in the Telegram group already, link in the description below. Also, completely free Telegram group for you guys to join. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next week.